Number one Ibble Dibble here. Hello friends, I wanted to make a little video to update you on what's going on with my channel. Yes, for the second time in 4 months, I was demonetized for, drumroll, one-handed drumroll, reused content. That's right, not bullying, not hate speech, not harassment, nothing like that. Reused content. I have also mercifully been remonetized after human review. It took perhaps 12 hours to submit my appeal video after I realized what was going on, and maybe another 18 for YouTube to remonetize me. So while I obviously don't appreciate being targeted, I do appreciate the swift due process. First things first, I would like to thank each and every one of you who kindly posted a supportive comment on the petition on my community page. Your efforts were not wasted. Looks like I'll be needing them in the future. I sincerely appreciate your statements of support. To each and every one of you, thank you. So how does YouTube define reused content? Quote, content is not clearly an original creation of this channel and may have been repurposed from another source without adding significant original commentary, substantive modifications, or educational or entertainment value, end quote. Well, doesn't that add insult to injury? I don't flatter myself that my opinions are particularly smart or original, but I think it's pretty clear they're mine and voiced by me. As for significant original commentary, substantive modifications, or educational or entertainment value, you, my listeners, are the judges, of course, but I think it's quite clear I'm not repeating others verbatim anyway. So what do I think is really going on? First of all, I want to make it clear that while I do find it harder and harder to believe, I still think it's very possible that my content, which falls very obviously within fair use, was accidentally scraped by an oversensitive small channel murdering algorithm. I do say harder and harder to believe because I've only published 10 videos since the last time I was demonetized, and in those videos reduced my use of source clips to less than 2% of my video content, really rendering my videos impossible to interpret as reused content again. In my opinion, H&M pay a pile of money to bot farms to flag videos for copyright infringement, triggering the censor algorithm, and simultaneously pressure WME, their lawyers at Alia, to demand YouTube demonetize and deplatform channels they just don't like. Of course, it's only a temporary reprieve when channels like mine haven't violated any terms of service or YouTube partner program guidelines, can navigate the appeal system, and bring in money for the platform that H&M don't because they refuse to lower themselves to posting on YouTube. H&M can't do this every day, but I think they batten down the hatches for special occasions. To wit, the last time I was demonetized was on December 18th. I genuinely believe in my heart, my conspiracy theory, allegedly, that Harry was trying to ensure Meghan had a Merry Christmas because she was probably pretending she was too stressed out to fuck him. And I think this time around, May 6th, she doesn't want potential investors in American Riviera Orchard to come across my videos and doesn't want Nigerians to see that old video about her very questionable claims to 43% Nigerian heritage, whatever that means. In their minds, they are still the gatekeepers, but the truth is their fate is for others to decide. And while I believe that smart people can make good decisions with almost complete information, they believe that everybody but them is stupid and brainwashed by the last tabloid they read or video they viewed. So obviously they're running scared. But why target a channel as small as mine? Channels with more than 100,000 subscribers get assigned a YouTube liaison to prevent this stuff or fix it when it does happen. But I'll never get there because because my channel only gains around 700 subscribers per month. I think the reasons for this are multiple and largely organic. Primarily, my style just isn't as popular as other styles. I employ a level of visual and verbal clutter that is unappealing and inaccessible to many people. My videos are also high info density, low frequency, which the algorithm favors much less than low info density, high frequency. So I may or may not be shadow banned. I really don't know. All that said, I have seen in real time over the past couple months that the sugars are first in with their nasty comments and downvotes within the first 2 hours of my releasing a video. They used to not even show up on videos with fewer than 50,000 views, but Megan has gone granular with these bots and trolls rolling in as soon as every single video is released. When that happens, the videos don't get recommended to more viewers, including subscribers, and are far less likely to pop up in your recommended videos unless you've literally just watched 2 of my other videos. They won't appear on your homepage or in your suggested sidebar, or even when you press your subscription tab. You'd have to go to your subscription sidebar and tap on my channel name specifically to see the latest. Over the past 18 months or so, I've witnessed whoever H&M are paying learn how to manipulate YouTube's algorithm to limit the reach of all Megza tier channels, not just mine. Even channels 5-6 times bigger than mine are not growing at the rate they used to. I believe some of that is just people getting really bored with Harry and Meghan, but I believe a lot of that is also bot manipulation. Why copyright complaints? Because it's dealt with much more urgently than other types of complaints by YouTube, because the legal and financial ramifications are unambiguous. Around 3 years ago, in all the Sussex Squad circles on social media, lots of tutorials were posted about how to report and get creators demonetized for hateful/abusive content or harassment/bullying, and I'm sure unhinged sugars have attempted to report me for those many times because of the insane, racist, bullying comments they themselves constantly leave on my channel. But it hasn't stuck for 3 reasons. A, it's not true. You won't find a single dehumanizing or racist comment on my channel because I don't think them, so I don't say them. B, these click down menu options have been abused so much by groups like Sugars with personal vendettas that the reports largely get ignored. And C, many channels that actually offend in this way, like Fresh and Fit and Gavin McGinnis, take years to get demonetized and deplatformed because they get views. At the end of the day, YouTube cares about the money. They weigh the benefits of ad revenue coming in for those channels versus the costs of legal showdowns, knowing very few civil rights groups will allocate legal funds to hate speakers. So they keep the channels up until advertisers, for their own reasons, pull out. I've personally encountered some really genuinely vile stuff on this platform, unrepeatable stuff, and reported it. And every single time, eventually got a follow-up email from YouTube like this. In other words, they do nothing. H&M's current cleanup people know that right or wrong, YouTube actually doesn't care that much about hate speech. So they'll just try to hit Meghan's detractors with reused content claims over and over and over until they give up. To make copyright claims, you need to put in your real name, your real address, assuming you have one. These are bots. These are foreign bots. I imagine YouTube receives hundreds, thousands perhaps, of these fake copyright claims from fake accounts with fake names and fake addresses. What's the link between copyright claims and reused content demonetizations? Copyright claims are clearly laid out in the law. So if YouTube gets it wrong, they open up themselves and their advertisers to lawsuits from creators. Reused content is just a YouTube specific term used in their YouTube partner program agreement, whereby they can demonetize creators for uncontested, unproven, and obviously untried copyright claims. The stated goal is to keep content farms, AI generated trash, and video theft off the platform, but we all see how well that's worked out. Are these wily content farms really so brilliant at staying one step ahead of the YouTube devs team? Quizás, quizás, quizás. The thing is, for me, I'm not giving up anytime soon. You remember I posted my successful appeal video last time this happened. All I had to do was update the numbers on that video to reflect the current state of my channel because I've never been in violation of YouTube's policies. It took me maybe an hour to edit and submit this video, and it succeeded as predicted. H&M or their lawyers or their agents may or may not have an inside person at YouTube who is willing to press that demonetize button for them once to end a nasty phone call or prevent a nasty situation, but not anyone so beholden to them they're willing to risk appearing to be biased towards them among their coworkers. After all, how many wrong calls can you make before people start looking at you? They can demonetize me 100 times and I can get remonetized every time because I'm right and they're wrong. H&M know they can't do this every day, because YouTube will notice them and their contacts and start understanding them as the problem, not Megxit channels. And I think that's why they only feel comfortable doing this seasonally and aren't trying it with the big guns who bring in lots of cash for YouTube. As for next steps, I haven't used X in 2 years. I think it's time for me to get back on it. I hear that they now monetize long form content. One thing that bothers me about the YouTube partner program, reused content verbiage is that it presumes creators have granted some sort of exclusive to YouTube. We have not. My content is mine. I can repurpose it and repost it wherever I see fit. I think X might be a good place. And I'm going to start experimenting with that. Linked below, of course, in both my description box and a pinned comment is my X account. I need, I believe, 500 followers on X to monetize videos there, so please follow me there if you want to have a backup place to view my video library if, or should I say when, I get unfairly demonetized by YouTube again. Thank you in advance. Okay, I'm done complaining today. Let me know your thoughts about this debacle in the comments below. And my next video will be the final installment of Meg's Floptastic Flaws. Toodles! Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.